Oops, sorry folks. Good evening everybody, it's Lynn here, the GoliveGranny, and I'm live streaming here on Facebook on Friday the 5th of March 2021, and it's the end of another week. So here we are, Friday night, and I'm a bit tired tonight, so I hope lots of you are going to join in the conversation and actually, you know, interact a lot, because I'm a bit weary. So hello Janice, hi Tegan, nice to see you. So let's get the comments up. And hello, you made it, Tina. And I saw just now, Tina, I think you were in Tristan's broadcast. Tristan was just he was going to make an announcement, and I've been waiting all day for him to do his announcement, and I didn't realise he was going home at 10. He was going live at 10, so he was just live just as I'm about to come on. I have finished the cardigan. Well, I haven't finished it because it hasn't got buttons on. But hang on, let's get the let's just get here. Come on. So I have completed. I've got to put buttons on it. But it's come out a bit big, but you know what, it's a big chunky jumper, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you for that. But as I say, it has come out a bit big. Look, the sleeves have come out a bit long. But it was a bit difficult to measure because it was a drop shoulder, and so I wasn't quite sure. So anyway, I just knitted up. I think I could have gone down a size or two to the one I did, but never mind. It's keeping me warm. So there we go. I'm just looking to see. I can't see that I've got. Come on, it's not showing that I've gone live. Oh yes, it is. There it is. So there we go. Yes, so you can see now. But the orange marker. These are where some of the buttons go. So that will not be there once I've got buttons. But I haven't chosen my buttons. I can't find the buttons I want at the moment, but I will keep looking. So there we go. I'm glad you all love my cardigan. So I'm going to let you know that Bethy's not coming in tonight, but she sends her greetings. Yvonne's not coming in tonight. She sends her greetings. And Tina, we hope you had a reasonably okay time tonight, Tina. So do fill us in on. I think actually I messaged you privately, didn't I, about that anyway. But lovely to see you in here this evening, even though you've been out at the hospital today. I'm glad you're loving the cardigan. As I say, it is quite big, but big and chunky, which means I can wear other nice lots of layers and keep mega warm. It's going to be a mega warm one. So I enjoyed knitting it. I obviously will look at the pattern sizes a bit better, but no, it's fine. Hello Sarah, hello Ailey, nice to see you in. Hi Mags, lovely to see you in. Mags not been here for a while. Yes, Sarah says she thinks everybody knows about her eventful day. She went to work and ended up at A&E, didn't you, Sarah? And she had a little medical episode, but she then was released and sent home. Good morning, Hazel over there. Helen's saying it looks good. Thank you, Helen. I'm glad that you like it. It's warm, but as I say, it's a bit big. Probably would have done a size down. Andrew's saying nice cardi. So that's it. And you know, I used up all the wool I had because I made it a lot longer. I made it go nice and long. And I actually... You know, I think I told you last night, I didn't know if I was going to have enough wool. So this bit here, this ribbing should have been even higher. But it's fine like that. I cut off about 4 rows, I think, because I thought I was going to run out of wool. But anyway, I've got this wonderful... Hi, Yvonne McAvee, nice to see you in the house. Yes, Mags, I've just finished this cardigan. Everybody's been watching the progress. And this gorgeous wool came from Helen at Isle of Wool. Helen's just come into the broadcast. She just says it looks good. So there we go. So it's certainly snuggly. And then I did start something else, and I'm going to show you what I started, although my daughter-in-law doesn't know I've done it. I've started it because she's been out. She's in the other room. She's been out. So I've been doing one of my granddaughter's cardigans today. But if she comes in, I'll have to hide it because I don't want her to know I've started it. So my daughter-in-law's got a jumper out of this wool that you've all seen, or most of you have seen before. So, hang on, whoops, don't drop the stitches. Oh, dropping the stitches off, that's not very good. Hang on, folks, I just have some stitches to put back on the needle. So look, so I am knitting. I'll show you what I'm knitting. So it's one to match Mummy. Thank you, Kath. It's one to match Mummy. So this is the one I'm doing, and it's in it's stocking stitch here, but then it's double moss stitch at the top and on the sleeves. And of course my daughter-in-law's cardigan was moss stitch, so I don't think you can probably see very well that. So this one is going to be the jumper. And so I've done all that today, and I've started one of the sleeves as well, so quite pleased with that. I'm going to put it away quick in case she comes in, because I want to produce it done. Wait a minute, sorry, missing some of the comments there. Hello Kath, nice to see you in. Michaela's in as well. Ailey loves the colours. Excellent. Hi Patricia, hope you're well. Let's have a look. Right, so thank you, Kath, for your compliments. You told Harrison you were in hospital, and he automatically said, oh, Mummy, poorly, even though we've not told him what a hospital is. Well, he's obviously picked it up from maybe the television programmes or nursery or something like that. I'm sure he's learnt it along the way. Right, yes, so yes, Kath's saying, Sarah, are you managing to get a rest? And Carol's asking how you're feeling. So again, seeing the community interact is great. You're not stopping long, Caroline, no problem. Seeing that the community is supporting those of you who've been having a few issues, medical issues or any other sort of issues. Lovely to see people supporting each other in here. Big shout out to Richard, who after last night's broadcast, where you all were giving me loads of ideas as to what could go on my new website, I didn't write them down at the time because I didn't know all that was coming, and so Richard's gone back through the broadcast and he has written all down all 48 ideas that came in yesterday, and he sent those across to me, and I will send those across to Tristan so that they can be they can be moved from ideas on a piece of paper to actually implementing those ideas. So you're giving me lots of ideas of what sort of things you'd like to see on the website, what sort of things you'd like to see as Go Live Granny merchandise, all that sort of thing. Hello Dean, nice to see you in. You've been feeling tired, Caroline. Well, in that case, get a good night's sleep. I'm tired today, but then I got up earlier today and yesterday because I was on granny duty. Had a lovely day again today, lovely day yesterday, lovely day today looking after my granddaughter. And but tomorrow I shall have a lie-in. I was up. I set my alarm at 7:45 this morning. And when I got up just after 8, there was a cup of tea beside me, and I didn't hear anybody come in. My son heard my alarm go off and came in with my cup of tea. Must have gone back off to sleep and didn't hear him come in. But I was up in time to look after the little one. So there we go. Right, okay. So nice of you all to be supporting Sarah there. Right, so Tina's saying not too good. She's had her tests. The lumbar puncture was painful. You're on strong painkillers, which make you feel really drowsy. You should get your results in a week or two. Well, Tina, it's really kind of you to come into the broadcast when you've been having all that going on today. But maybe it helps uplift your spirits. I know that lots of people being kind and sharing nice things can do that. Right. Right, what have we got here? Dino, when are you starting your Saturday? Oh, right, okay. There we go. So let's Right, let's have a look. No, Sarah's saying that she's got an extra electrode in her heart and it can trigger at any moment. And unfortunately, it was one of those triggers today. But Sarah, she messaged me from the hospital, and she was just regretting the fact that she didn't have her knitting with her while she was waiting for the medical people to sort her out. So she had a book with her, but it was out. It was down the back of the bed, and there was nobody there to pass it to her. So what a shame. Richard said he had a namesake today from Dunstable buying boiler cover. Apparently, a Mrs. Blackledge was buying insurance cover for a boiler. Well, I can assure you it wasn't me, because I've got a brand new boiler. Of course, my boiler was fixed just before I came away. So I've got a brand new boiler and I'm not there using it at the moment, but I don't need cover for it because hopefully it's under warranty. So there we go. Right, Dean, I'm just going to say this one more time and then I'm going to get off the subject, but it is still illegal to do lives with other people's copyrighted music. So I hope you... you're mindful of that. The thing is, other people are doing it, but other people can get into trouble. So that's what I'm going to say on that one. Why, I'm just wondering whether you can find another something to do that doesn't. Why not make up some of your own tunes? Why not create songs of your own, write songs of your own? Then you wouldn't get into that problem of using copyright music, because the last thing I want to see, Dean, is that that you end up in trouble for it. So that's my take on that. Okay, and then I'm going to move on now to other things. Right. Lots of people saying nice things. We hope the results are good for Tina. We hope Sarah's health is improving now. Right, let's have a look. There we go. And Ailey's saying that the 19-year-old boy who set her bin on fire has got charged, and he's put a few bins on fire. Took him on fire. Took you to catch him because you have CCTV. Well done there, Detective Ailey. Sorted that one out. There we are. Andrew's suggesting the same thing. Be careful, why not host a chat show or a quiz, or use your own tunes. The thing is, other people are doing it, but other people can also get into trouble, and they can fine you a lot of money. And I think that would not help your mental health if that happened. So there we go. So do think if there's another way. I mean, I'm sure the community will come up with some other ideas. Maybe, there we go. Yes, and Carol's saying maybe you could find some music that's not copyright, because that is the issue. And of course, copyrighted music, that's people's livelihoods. It's the same as me, not paying to use, if there's a paid knitting pattern out there, I do have to pay to get the knitting pattern. I mustn't be given it free by somebody else, because it's the livelihood of the people who own the copyrights. And what you have to think in that same way. So I'm sure there's lots of other things maybe that the community here can help you with, Dean, so that you could do, there we are, royalty-free music could be used. There you are, you see, I knew there'd be an idea coming up here, so thank you, Andrew, for that. Hello, Sally, nice to see you. So the community, let's let the community come up with some ideas to help you, Dean, because I don't want to see you get into trouble, but I do want you to obviously lift your mental health as well. So there we go. Maybe ask some music companies for sponsorship and get permission. There you are. Sarah's got a great idea there. If anybody's got any contacts that can do these things to help Dean, because obviously we want to hear Dean singing. It was lovely, but we don't want him to be in trouble. So yes, lots of ideas coming in there. Right, now let's have a look. Yvonne McAvee saying that she lives opposite an infant school. You've decorated your window to welcome the children back on Monday. You've really missed not hearing them laughing and playing. How lovely, Yvonne. So do put a picture up for us, Yvonne. Let us see what your window looks like. It would be great. So there we go. Yes, take a picture. Kath saying that she's glad that the perpetrator, the perpetrator of the fire has been caught. They're glad, so that's good. Night, Caroline. Hello, Linda. There we are. Andrew saying we could hold a quiz. Oh, you didn't get notifications. Sorry about that. Once we go live on my own website, you'll know. Things will be better, I think. So, Sarah has received Yvonne's parcel. Yvonne's not coming in the broadcast tonight. She's didn't sleep too well, I think, last night, and she's going to catch up on her sleep tonight. So there we go. Yvonne's husband was a DJ for years and needed a PPL license to play music. Absolutely. But you see, they were clamping down Facebook. It is a direct breaking of the rules if it's copyright music. There's no two ways about it. So it has to. We have to think of another way round. So there we go. Andrew's hoping that you can get a new bin, Ailey. So hopefully you can. Ailey's looking for singers on the app Smurl. So I didn't have much time to look at that, Ailey. I know that you... Good evening, Jackie. I know that you sent me something on that, but I haven't had much time because I've been so busy. I need to, hopefully, maybe over the weekend, I can have a look and see what that was all about. So there we go. Right, so Kath says YouTube have a list of copyright music. You believe it's quite extensive. And the thing is, you see, I know that even some, without meaning to do any breach, without deliberately breaching it, I had issues with copyright music because I live streamed the carnival floats. The ones that play music out, some of my live streams have been stopped or cut, and a black mark against me because the carnival floats were playing copyright music. So I've even got to think, how on earth do I do the carnivals in the future? So I need to find out more, otherwise I might have to stop doing them, and I don't really want to. I have Sally. Yes, I finished my cardigan. I haven't got buttons on it, and it's come out quite big, but we've decided it doesn't matter being big because it's nice and snuggly, and I can put several layers underneath as well. Kath saying she meant copyright-free music that you are allowed to play. Sorry, Kath, I misunderstood you. So, Kath, there you are. You see, people are being very helpful here. Kath said she meant copyright-free music that you're allowed to play. So that's fantastic. So lots of options there, Dean. So hopefully you will find an option that keeps you on the right side of the law, because that's what we want. We want to see you safe, and we don't want anybody getting into trouble. Andrew is brilliant on Smurl. I'll have to have a look at Smule. Is it called Smule? I don't know. Were the screenshots okay? Yes, absolutely. Everybody who takes screenshots, thank you so much. There are so many of them there. I will be using lots of them on different social media accounts, taking them over. I put one out on Twitter today of some of the screenshots last night. I will be using them on other platforms and saying, look, this is the fun we have when we go live on the GoliveGranny page. So thank you very much. There we go. Right. Oh, right. Okay. There. So Dean's saying the only time he ever had a problem was when it got flagged that you played the actual song one time, which you didn't realise. Never had a problem with the karaoke and backing tracks. That might be okay. I am not quite sure on that. But from what you've looked into, it's only when playing the actual song with the lyric. Okie dokie. Why release a backing track, karaoke track, if no one can sing it? Right. Yes. It's. I don't know that the answer to that. I will see if I can try and find that out, Dean. I get what you're saying. Smule as in mule. Thank you. Smule. Okay, that's lovely. So. Kath saying the vlogs on YouTube are taking their music from the YouTube list. So thank you for that, Kathy. All these bits are useful information. Kim's saying she's got 2 blonde curls done for your hat, like the one the hat I made with all the curls. Kim's doing a hat as well. She's been inspired by me. Well, I'm glad about that. That's brilliant. Can't I mute music when you do carnivals? No. How? I can't. I don't have a way of muting. Well, I can. I suppose I can mute my cam. Can I mute my camera? I don't know. And turn the sound down. But I do a running commentary, so if I haven't got the mic on, I won't be able to do my running commentary. Sorry. Right, somebody's going off to check their tumble dryer. Sally, that's it. Go and check your tumble dryer. Excellent. There we are. Dean saying thank you for everyone for your help, though he does appreciate it. So we are concerned, Dean, and it's not we don't want you to do it. We just don't want you to get into trouble. And you know, if there's a workaround that you can do something and entertain us without, you know, using copyright music, then that's obviously what we're doing. And it's great that the community are trying to find those answers for you. Right. Andrew saying Stitching Elmer's had some fab cheap buttons when you looked a few weeks ago. I'll have to look on there. I didn't look on there because I was looking. You know, if I'm only going to buy a few buttons, I don't want you know, a lot of postage. I don't know how much the postage would be for a few buttons. Maybe not a lot. I'll have to look and see. Yes, no, I double checked with Tristan last night, and he said copyright music, it's just that, it is breaking the law, because I did, you know, that's what I checked with him, and he said no, you know, if it's copyright music, you're not allowed to use it. So it's clear cut, it's black and white, and that's what Facebook say. You know, so there we go. So we've, you know, we're doing what we can. So if there's any other lists that people know about of things that Dean could use, I'm sure we'd love to see him back doing his singing. So, you know, thank you for everybody for their help on that one. So that's great. Now, I don't have a lot to talk about tonight. I'm tired. I do have a glass of wine. My son didn't even ask me. He just put it there. He said, I'm assuming you'd like a glass of wine. Right. There we go. Yes, oh, so there we are. So Kath saying, Andrew, can you point Dean to the music list? That would be fantastic. Old musical songs like in the good old days. Yes, because some of them, the copyright runs out after a certain number of years, doesn't it? So anybody else with any good input on the copyright issues, please let us know, because, you know, that's all very helpful. So thank you very much. Right, vlogs. Okie dokie. So what's everybody else been up to today? As I say, I was up early this morning. I've been looking after my granddaughter, playing with her, reading to her, loads of books. Oh, and she she saw my copy of The Very Hungry Caterpillar. She has got a copy herself. She's got a small book, but she saw the big one I was reading from last night, and she insisted, cheers, thank you, she insisted on me reading it. Oh, I don't know how many times. Oh gosh, how many glasses of wine there. And Tegan's made 4 key rings today, brilliant. So yes, we read The Very Hungry Caterpillar umpteen times, but she was so sweet, because when I was reading it, she's got the Hungry Caterpillar that I had on my hat last night is actually the one I made for her, and she saw the hat, and so she wanted the caterpillar. So I'd only tied it on with, you know, I'd put bows in it, so I was able to undo it very quickly. So she got her Hungry Caterpillar, and I missed your question. I'll have a I'll go back. I'll scroll back then, Sarah. Sorry, I'll put it in. Oh yes, Sarah. Yes, request to come in and I'll bring you in. Sorry about that, Sarah. Anyway, while I was reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar, she made the caterpillar eat all the food on every. Let me bring Sarah in. So she was making the hungry caterpillar eat the food off every page. And it was just so sweet. I managed to catch some of it. Yeah. Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay now.
Yes. I bet you had I take it work were very good. Were you on the till when that happened?
I was.
Right. Okay. So what was the procedure? What was the procedure then? You just called for help?
I've got medication to take as and when I have an episode.
Right.
But the thing was, it was in my locker, so I asked my colleague if I can go and get my medication. I said I won't be long. Didn't even go back to the shop floor.
Oh no. Dear, oh dear. I take it somebody let your colleague know that you were not coming back.
Well, they must have done. But yeah, the only consolation is I left my drink bottle on the shop floor, so I got going to it. That's the least of me worries.
Oh right, yeah. So anyway, you're looking okay.
Yeah, apart from I've got a nice bruise where the cannula went in.
Oh no.
You see the
right. But you're happy because you got a parcel today.
Oh yeah, came back and had a parcel.
Shame Yvonne's not in the broadcast, but she's gone to bed early tonight.
Yeah,
but
I suppose she can watch the replay. Yeah, that's what she was going to say. Right. This is all for Harrison, by the way, apart from one thing. Right.
Aha! I could have done that with that today because, of course, the hungry caterpillar eats a slice of melon and I didn't have one done. Absolutely.
Oh,
brilliant.
That one?
Oh, sweet corn. Is it sweet corn? Yes,
yeah.
Sweet corn. Excellent. And oh, lovely. A nice pear. Yes.
I've only got the one, though. It's not a nice pear.
And before we get anybody being rude, let's move quickly on.
Yes, it's an orange.
An orange, that's gorgeous, yeah. Good enough to eat.
Yeah. Green apple.
Oh, lovely, yes.
See the sparkle.
Oh, look at that sparkly apple.
The green on the watermelon sparkly too.
Oh, is it? Right, okay. Several people saying hello to you, Sarah.
Hi. Yeah. There's a red apple.
Right, jolly good. Oh, a banana.
Banana, yeah. I've sat on them now. There's
a squash banana. Oh, a strawberry.
Yep. I've got two little ones as well. I've sat on them. There we go.
Oh, little strawberries, yep.
Yeah, and one thing we didn't know about is a little superhero.
Oh, she's taken that out of that. She's obviously got the 50 little knitted. What do they call them? The 50 little knitted dolls or toys or something. Yeah, I've got that book. I made one of those when Comic Coffee opened, and there's one of those on the shelf in the shop.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember when Comic Coffee opened?
Yeah.
Way back, it opened some time now, and I knew the guy who runs it, and so I thought I'd make him his little superhero to go in there. Yeah, so that was good.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be on the naughty step now. He's got knickers that.
They're not. They're pants that go.
I know, but that's what Harrison calls them. He calls them knickers.
All right. Okay. I'll have to evict you if you're too naughty.
And she's also given me a load of writing for Harrison that.
Oh, bless.
See,
excellent.
About 4 or 5 pages.
Oh wow!
Marcus's colleague, his girlfriend's having a baby, so she's given me a pattern for me to do.
Oh, lovely! Excellent. There we go.
Yeah, so that's it.
Good. A cat saying the knitting for Harrison is lovely.
It is very lovely.
It's gorgeous. Yes. And Richard's saying that the Comic Coffee shop is lovely. So he's obviously discovered Comic Coffee.
I haven't actually been in there, but I've been past it a few times, and obviously I've got to wait for it for a bit, haven't I? So. Yeah,
but I used to take pictures of my coffee because I do that sort of thing anyway. But they put superheroes in the top. You know.
Okay.
You know how they can make a picture on
Yeah.
the top. So I've had Batman and I've had all sorts of things on the top there. So did you know you're watching the broadcast, Sarah? It keeps telling me you're watching the broadcast. There we go. They are beautiful. Yes, Yvonne does have some amazing skills. I don't know if you all know, Yvonne used to run a wool shop, craft shop.
Okay.
Yes. So there we go. She's not in the house. She's not in the broadcast tonight, but I'm sure she'll watch the replay tomorrow. So let's have a look. See lots of loves and flowers and all sorts of things coming in here. Of course, it's the last day of our spring project, but I don't think many of us did much with spring because we were all so busy doing other things, and it doesn't matter. And of course, tonight, do you remember what the new theme is? Can you remember the new theme? Green. That's right, folks. Our new theme is green because, of course, we're coming up. Well, so spring has lots of green leaves and things like that, or you could do anything with a green theme.
I think that's already been done.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we've got a green apple, and we also we've got St. Patrick's Day coming up, which is why I made it green. But you know, it can be Easter things. You can have green Easter eggs. I don't mean the inside. I mean the wrappers.
Yeah, I've just seen the comment from Ruby. Hi, Ruby. I'm fine, thank you. Just got a nice bruise on my hand with a cannula.
Hello, Ruby. Ruby's just come in, I think. Patricia's put a whole pile of fruit there. Jackie's put a whole pile of fruit there. Maria's saying she loves the food. Kath hasn't seen Comic Coffee. So when you're back over, Kath, you will have to meet up in Comic Coffee, or I'll have to live stream from Comic Coffee sometime, which I have done in the past.
Yeah, I'll have to like live stream outside so people know where it is as well.
Absolutely. Richard is wearing a green shirt tonight. So there we go.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm wearing my nice new cardigan, which doesn't have any buttons, but my son said, oh, I like the orange bit. I said, that's just marking where the button goes.
I don't know. Oh, there's my... I haven't done anything more to that bag I've been doing, but I've done that.
Oh, that's good. That's that lovely wool, isn't it?
That's the blackcurrant bonbon.
I must try that sometime.
Yeah.
Kath's telling me it's a date when she comes over to have coffee in Comic Coffee. It's in Newport, Kath. It's down in Newport. It's in Pyle Street, and Pyle Street has the HSBC on one corner and Barclays Bank on the other corner. And if you go down that road, it's just down there on the left. So I expect most people would know where Barclays and HSBC are.
Yeah, it's on the same road to the church, isn't it?
Yes, to the Newport Congregational Church is down. Yes, absolutely. And it's a road that you go up to go towards Carisbrooke, isn't it? The buses go up there to towards Carisbrooke. Kath's saying lots of people on here wishing you well, Sarah.
Yeah, I've had loads of people on my personal page. And
Ruby's she's tagged the wrong person, the wrong Sarah.
Oh dear.
Put Sarah Hartwell. I don't think you're Sarah Hartwell, are you?
No. Yeah, no, I've had people messaging me. I've had my colleagues messaging me, and
well, that's good because it shows people care about you. You see? And it's not nice that you've had the episode, but it's nice that people care enough to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, poor Marcus. He wasn't even allowed in the hospital. He was waiting outside.
Oh no!
Because of this situation.
So did he? Oh, did you ring him and then he came to the hospital?
Yeah, I told him what's going on, so he come and met me, but he wasn't allowed to stay in.
Right, no.
So I was actually in the hospital on my own.
Oh dear, bless you. But you had staff looking after you. Were the staff good?
Yeah, they were lovely.
That's nice. That's nice. Good.
And I did manage to get about a page in of that book.
Oh yeah, somebody came by and passed it to you.
Yeah, well, somebody come in to do my obs, so I asked them then.
Oh yeah, good idea. Because I know that the times that I've been in waiting rooms or I've had to do something. I remember when I was in one of the times I was in a hospital waiting room or not A&E, but it was I've had one or two issues with my leg. I remember lying on the bed and thinking, I didn't have knitting or anything. I'm lying down. What can I do? So I do my social media. I start taking pictures of the ceiling and putting it out on Facebook. You know, just this is my view, just to make people laugh.
No, I've obviously you seen my picture I put of me in my hospital gown. It's like, okay.
Ruby's corrected herself there. She's put Sarah Baker corrected herself. And Kath knows where I mean for the cafe, the Comic Coffee. And Dean saying, all being well, he will be over on the island in mid-October. So hopefully by then we might be able to have some meetups. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Richard's crossed.
Richard's saying that Ruby's getting her Doctor Who's mixed up there, apparently. So, right. And what's Ailey saying? She's saying she had to do a window birthday visit for her dad. He didn't take good to that at the hospital. Yes, because you know he's had a birthday and she had to just do a window visit. So she wasn't allowed to go in, obviously. There we go. Cass doing loads and loads of green emojis coming there. We got leaves and animals.
I see all that. It's like there's snakes and there's turtles and
there's broccoli.
Yeah,
like
frogs
and apples. And Cass saying meetups will be so great again. They certainly will. I mean, I think we'll probably start possibly with when we're allowed one visit, one person, you know, in an outside visit. That might have to be one person in my garden and me when I'm back.
Any inkling of when you're coming back yet then?
Possibly, yes. Not too distant future, but I'm not announcing anything on here. You will know. You will know when I'm home.
Yeah, because you see the background have changed.
Yes, absolutely. Making plans for the return, because I want to be home. I mean, I've loved it here. I don't want to not be here, but I do want to be home as well. And Cass put some green knickers up there apparently as well. Has she?
Oh yeah, I do see them. Yes.
Where are they? I can't see.
It next to that green hand and the laughing emoji. There's two green things in between.
Oh, they're not green on mine. They're blue on mine.
Oh, are they? No, they're green on mine.
Yeah, all the first things are green up to the frog, and then whatever's next to the frog, I think a hand. Red.
Yeah.
That's red.
Oh no, it's green on mine.
And then there's two blue pairs of knickers.
Yeah, they're green on mine.
Let me see what they are up here. Wait a minute. On here they're green. On the phone they're green. On the I've got the Samsung Galaxy in front of me here. I wonder what they are on the fire. I don't know.
I'll have a look on my tablet.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, they're green on Cass as well. Oh, actually, oh no, it's run out of battery. Sorry, I can't do it on here. But anyway, so
it might be different platforms because I've got an iPad and an iPhone, and they're exactly the same. So it might be different devices.
Yes, mine's an Android, isn't it? My this one, and that one's an iPhone, and that's Linda's saying they're blue on hers. Linda, what gadget are you looking on? If she's got an iPhone, maybe that's why. That might be it. Rachel's got them as blue. We won't mind. We don't mind. Just somebody had to put a picture of knickers up, didn't they? Cass is an iPhone. Right. So Cass is an iPhone. And yes. On the iPhone they were green, but here on the Samsung Galaxy it's blue. So I have no idea at all. There we are. Oh, Linda's got a Kindle Fire, so that's what this is, isn't it? That's my little one.
Yeah.
And so but she's answered that. Probably that's what it will be. But of course, it's not charged up. I didn't realise I hadn't charged it up, so that's not very helpful. I'll charge it up tonight. So, what's your plans for the weekend?
I've got Melissa tomorrow.
Lovely. And have you got some plans? Are you baking or
Just having a chilled out day. After today, I'm not going to do much.
Good idea. Good idea, I think. Maria's saying knickers. I'm not quite sure whether she shouldn't be on the naughty step.
And Sunday, the hospital said I'm fit to go back to work, so I'm going back to work on Sunday. So.
Okay. Tegan's talking about me taking my pie home with me. And of course, yes, I am. It was my Christmas present for my children. So it's not a pie to eat. Anybody new watching in? It's a Raspberry Pi, which is a sort of computer. But literally, you know, instead of a great big computer with a big tower and that, a Raspberry Pi, it's a keyboard and it's got a little thing in the back. That's all, and a mouse. That's all. And all I need to do is plug it in to a screen. So, you know, I've got my screens at home that I can just plug it in. And there we go. That's all it is. It's small. It's ever small. And it will sort out that, you know, because I had a rather dodgy computer at home, as most of you know. Or you might have forgotten because I've been away from home so long.
Did you ever get that monitor sorted out? Marcus was going to come to you at some point and sort it out.
No. We'll put that back on the agenda. Yes, we will. That would be good. Right, so let's have a look. Ailey says she might be a woman, but she loves her men's long johns on a cold day. I remember having those long johns when I was at school, and it was freezing cold. It was great to have more there. Now I just wear trousers all the time, so I keep that, I keep my legs warm as well. I'm not going to talk about what's under my trousers because that's, naughty step it would be. Right, Richard's done loads of emojis. All his are green on mine. Carol needs a bit of loving, folks. Can you all send some love to Carol? She's a bit sad today because she had a friend's funeral, Sue, who went to the church in Blackpool. She was only in her 40s. Oh, bless you. And she watched the funeral on YouTube. She met her husband, Matt, and moved down south. Wait a minute, I can't open. Oh, she had 2 stepchildren and twin 3-year-old boys. Sorry to hear that, Carol. Sending you lots of love and obviously thinking about the family that's left behind. So that's, we do get the highs and the lows, but of course we've got lots of people in the community. The more people we have in the community, the more difficult times we will face. But, because we're a great community, we can all send the love, can't we?
Yeah, like I got today.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And, right, so Ruby's doing a little green monster dancing around. Can you see that, Sarah? Can you see the monster? Kath's also got a funeral.
No, I can't see that.
All right, okay. Kath's also got a friend's funeral to go to on the 6th. Oh, I don't know whether not to go to, I suppose, but perhaps are they can you go, Kath? Is it one that you can go to? Because I don't know what the rules are at the moment on any of that.
Funerals? No, I can't remember when it's all changing. Hang on.
I know. Well, Sir Tom's funeral the other day, they just had the family there, didn't they? And I presume it's still restricted for funerals. So I'm not quite sure. But they had one lot of family on one side, one lot of family on the other side. Wonderful service that was, wasn't it? Did you see it? Yes, you did, because you.
Yeah, I did see it. I'm just trying to look when it all changes, but it doesn't actually say.
No, but I did notice that one of the officials went in and wiped the desk all down between the one family doing the tributes and the other family. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, I didn't actually. I didn't see much of the funeral because I was cooking dinner, then we were rearranging Harrison's bedroom, so I was actually quite busy, but I had it on in the background.
I did watch it, and then I got called in for lunch, so I had to miss a bit of it. But of course, because it was on a live stream, I could go back and watch the bit I missed. So it was a wonderful tribute to him.
Yeah, because that was his book I was reading. in the hospital. One of the nurses that come in to do me up, she was like telling me, oh, she wished she was able to look after him and everything.
Oh yes, I bet. But it was just wonderful. Kath's saying she's not going to the funeral; she's watching it online. And isn't that marvelous that people can do that? I remember when my dad passed, we didn't. It wasn't live stream. We weren't live streaming, but I knew it was going to be such a fantastic tribute that I wanted a record of it. And so I asked Maurice Gillam, who did some of our family weddings and occasions. I said to him, have you ever videoed a funeral? He said, no, but I'm willing to if you want me to. Had to check with my mum because it was her birthday and it was my niece's birthday the day that we had the celebration. Because, in our family, we do all the things on, we double up on all the dates. And they were happy because it was such a celebratory occasion. So he did it, and he was very discreet. Did it in a very discreet way. But of course, it wasn't live stream; it was video, and I know it's on. I've got it on a CD.
Yeah, one thing we never looked into was when we got married, we didn't know whether we could have video link in to watch it, but we weren't even allowed to have a photo taken inside, so I probably doubt it.
Oh yes, I wouldn't have thought so. Tegan's off to bed now. Night night, Tegan. Stay safe, and yes, bang on 11 o'clock. There we go. It's Tegan o'clock. Janice is saying that in a funeral there in Newcastle, it was only 15 people. Kath's saying funerals can have 30 at the service, but 6 at the wake. She has a very big family and many friends, but I am not mixing with groups anyway, so watching the funeral online. So obviously staying safe, Kath, that's a good idea, but still being able to be represented there. So there we go. Right, let's have a look.
I just wish some people were safe when I'm working as well, because the people just come in to meet people and have a chat with people. It's just ridiculous.
Not great, is it? Jackie's saying that she had her sister-in-law's funeral yesterday, and she was very worried about going, but she had to support her husband. So it's difficult times, isn't it? About what the choices you have to make. I mean, I'm not going anywhere I don't have to go, but I don't know what how it would be if there was a funeral, that we needed to represent at. I'm not quite sure.
Anyway, let's hope that all things will change first from June.
Absolutely. If lots of people stay safe and are sensible, then hopefully it will. But there we go. So there we go. Right. Carol's saying she's decided it must be nearly spring as she thinks it's time her cupboard and drawers need a spring clean. And I take it she means her kitchen drawers and not any other sort of
Yeah.
Or is she being saucy again? I don't know.
Marcus is saying in the background, yeah, it could be a knicker drawer.
Her drawers. Naughty. So anyway, I should be knitting over the weekend, I expect. That would not be a surprise, would it? Maria's asking what sort of drawers as well. She was on the ball. She was obviously saying that at the same time as I was saying it. She thought what I said. There we go. The rest of you, what else are you doing over the weekend? Sarah's chilling out after her little shenanigans today.
Oh, yeah. If it's not you having shenanigans, it's me.
That's right. I think they're looking forward to my travel shenanigans again.
Well, hopefully not. If Toby's taking you down.
Yeah. Oh, on this one. No, I mean afterwards.
Pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean the next trip. I mean after pandemic, when I'm let loose on the trains again, or not.
Well, there's no trains at the minute whatsoever. Well, down here anyway.
No. There we go. Maria's busy. Oh, she's got a busy weekend getting the school stuff ready for Monday for her children, because the schools of course go back.
I only did half an hour work on the tills today, and I still got a few bits of school clothes, And at the minute, I don't know when the offer's finishing, but at the minute there were 20% off children's clothes and shoes.
Right, there we are. A little plug for Asda. Bargain. Sarah knows a bargain when she sees it, don't you, Sarah?
Yeah.
Good. Carol was saying kitchen drawers and cupboards need sorting. All her personal drawers are clean. Glad to hear it. Don't think we want to know if not. Sally's going to try and get her jumper done this weekend. Well, I'm pleased about this, even though it hasn't come out fairly big. As I say, it doesn't matter. It's better too big than too small.
Oh yes, definitely.
Because it's a chunky one. Because it's a chunky. It's I haven't actually really been able. I've looked in a mirror, but I haven't been able to stand right back from the mirror. It's not a mirror where you can stand too far back, so I haven't seen the whole thing. I have, but sort of, at an angle. So there we go. Right. Okay. Jackie was saying that last year she lost 3 friends last year, and she didn't attend any of the funerals, which was very hard. Very hard when they were friends.
One of Marcus's aunties, she lost her sister last year, and we couldn't even attend either.
No, it's been such a challenging time for so many people. Ruby wants to know, what do I think will be the first live event on the island? I've no idea. It won't be carnivals, because the carnivals, they already would have prepared from now on if they were going to be carnivals, because they would
have you heard the event that Walk the White is coming on this 12th of September?
Well, that might be, yes, it might be that. I don't know. I think, as I say, I don't think it will be any carnivals, because I don't think.
Fingers crossed. I've booked that day off work, so I may be walking it. So I could probably.
Oh, you could do a bit of live streaming for us.
Yes, it's on the flat walk I'm doing, and with Marcus and Harrison. So it's going to be fun with Harrison walking.
That will be fun. Yes, absolutely. So I'm trying to think what else it might be. It certainly won't be the Isle of Wight festival, because I don't go. I'm not a festival goer. I'm a festival avoider.
Yeah, I used to work at the festivals up until I've had Harrison, but I haven't worked from then.
Right, let's see. Carol reckons she must be a hoarder. Just don't know how you've got so much. Well, it's just so easy, isn't it? You just don't throw things away. That's like me. I don't.
And
know.
Me.
But then I recycle them. Oh, folks, I belong to. Some of you will know I belong to the 50 Plus Stylist group, which is a group of 50 plus ladies who get together. Well, we used to get together when we could. Obviously, we haven't been able to. But they're going to have a virtual Easter bonnet competition.
Okay.
And there are different categories, one of which is like my incredible edible hat. So that hat's already done. I might just, if it's going to be an Easter bonnet, I might put some Easter eggs on it as well, or something like that. There's different categories, and there's one that's recycling. There are all sorts of different ones. I'll have to look them up. I can't look it up because my fire is not fired up, because I forgot to charge it. You give me these things and then I fail miserably. I will charge it up tonight.
Ailee's saying, what year did Rod Stewart do a concert over there? It was the last year I attended, and it was 2017.
There you are. She's a mind of information.
I was watching him.
There we go. That's it. Hello, Crystal. Crystal's just come in late. She's late for a very important date. But you're here now, Crystal, and that's all that matters. Hope you're well, Crystal. There we go. Yes, so Carol's confirming that White's going ahead. Cass never been a festival goer. It's all a bit too much for me. It is for me. And then when you get tents and I mean, not everybody obviously stays on the site and goes in tents, especially if they're on the island. I suppose they go home. But the idea of mud and tents, I think I'd heard too many mud stories, and I'm not a great music person, that sort of music. I like kids music. I like Bounce Patrol and kids music, and I like classical
Here's
music.
the kids section in the Isle of Wight Festival.
Yeah, there's things I don't really know.
Yeah, no, they got like a complete kids area, which they have kids music, and you can do things with the kids and everything. You'd be in your element down there.
I tell you what, I can watch YouTube without going and paying a fortune to get in.
Well, because I worked there every year, I didn't have to pay nothing because I had my wristband paid for me, and then I got paid. So
yeah, there you go. Ailey loves Rod Stewart. Yes, we think we know that Ailey loves Rod Stewart. Kath's son loves.
Ailey would love the doll I made then for one of my customers.
Yes, you made it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kath's saying that her son loves a music festival. This son loves music. Well, both my sons love music. I don't think Tristan's been a festival girl, but my son and daughter-in-law here, they used to go to festivals, and they would go to festivals again. Now, you see, it's put a whole different slant on it, because I've seen loads of their festival things, their festival pictures, because they scroll on the screen. There's a TV screen up here, they scroll on there. And so those sort of festivals that they go to, I think I probably would enjoy. They just, really seem so.
One year I did V Festival up in Chelmsford.
Which festival?
V in Chelmsford.
V, yeah. And what's that?
It's another music festival. It's something similar, but it's massive compared to the island.
Right. Okay. Maria's other half is friends with Casabian. Is that right? Have I said that right? And used to go to all the concerts. I hate concerts too. Too many people. I actually went once with a former boyfriend many moons ago. I went to a concert. I think Aretha Franklin. I think it was. This was a concert, not a festival, and I nearly passed out with the crowds. I don't like crowds, so that's probably why I don't. One of the major reasons I don't want to do it. And I actually remember I didn't quite black out, but I went very faint and fuzzy eyes and all that. And I, it's not a situation I like to be in a big crowd. So all I have been. Sorry, go on.
In 2012, I think it was. I was there again at the Isle of Wight. I can't remember his name. The guy from I've lost his name now. The Script. People probably know. Danny from The Script. He went past us and my hand touched his hand.
See, I wouldn't know who half these people are. I don't know half. I don't know. When questions come up in the quiz shows, the quiz shows I watch, if they're pop music, that sort of thing, I do not get them right because I don't know most. I know people like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, but that's about it.
Also, if you go onto YouTube for that event, very split second, you see me in the crowd.
Right, Ruby's son plays at the music festivals, right, okay, so wait a minute, I've just missed a bit. Ailey said something earlier, and then I've missed something. I'm a bit confused there, Ailey. Apologies for that. I didn't follow the thread through. Patricia knows who the Script are because she says she loves them, but you see, I wouldn't have a clue who they were. The Script is something you write, as far as I know. Oh dear.
I must admit, I am becoming out of touch with some of these bands.
Right, yeah. Are you getting old?
Must be, because some of the stuff that Melissa comes out with was like, who? What?
The Who? I knew who the Who were. No. Sorry, I'm just being funny here. Poor Krista's got painful legs. But other than that, she's okay. She loves watching festivals, but couldn't go because of the crowds. The only music that Carol enjoys is when Shawaddy Waddy comes to Shankly Theatre. Okay. Let's have a look. Who's this? Jane? Right, okay, well, I think we've got somebody we're going to have to block from here. I don't know. How do I block somebody? I seem to have somebody in. Perhaps somebody could report. Can you see there's somebody in here who's actually putting in something that asking for money? So I don't think we want that person in our broadcasts. Can anybody report that for me, please? Can you see somebody called
Yeah, I've managed to do it myself here then.
Thank you, because that's not what this group is all about. Thank you. Right, so Cass asking if Joe does festivals abroad. I don't know whether he does, but I expect Ruby will tell us. Oh, there we go. Ailey was saying somebody died, and it was Aretha Franklin. I couldn't work out what the comment was. Yes. But,
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't because I didn't like Aretha Franklin. It was just I didn't like the crowds. That's why, it wasn't good there.
Yeah, Maria's got a good point. Do not click on the link, no, because it will hack you. So
yes, there we are. Don't anybody click on that link in Janelle Abdin's comment. I'm just wondering how I block that person from my screen.
You might have to block him afterwards, Lynn.
Yes, I think so. I'll have to do it. If I had my fire on, I could have done it probably on there. But anyway,
I've managed to report it here. So
thank you. That's brilliant. Right. Right. They come from Leicester, and your friend's dad was going to be in the band, but decided last minute he didn't want to be in it. Okay. Jackie went to David Cassidy concert when the crowd at the front pushed forward and a girl got crushed. Oh, you see, yes, and I have that total fear of being in that sort of situation, so I don't like crowds like that. The biggest crowd I'll be in is a carnival crowd, an Isle of Wight carnival crowd, and I can usually push my way to the front because I've got my camera. I say, excuse me, I've got the world watching. Can you move out the way?
Apart from Ride Carnival, of course.
Yes. Oh, then I was on a carnival float, wasn't
exactly.
I? Did it from the float. Yes, we do have a troll, folks. Hello, Dan. Dan's not the troll. Dan's just come in. Hello, Dan. Nice to see you. Caroline's in. Hello, nice, Carol, to see you. I don't know if I said hello to Sandy, if she's just come in. The trouble is, when it says somebody is watching now, I don't know whether they've just come in or whether they've been watching and Facebook is telling me again that they're watching. So there we go. Looks like Ruby's son's played in Russia by the looks of it. Look him up after a block. Yes, that's what I will do. Thank you. Caroline's reported as well. Dan's reported. Lots of you've reported. Thank you so much, folks. Do you know, when I first started my broadcast, if anything like that happened, I had to do everything myself, and now I have this wonderful community who do all these things for me. You put the links up, you report the people that need to be reported. Excellent.
Yeah, talking of concerts, when I was 14, I had to take my sister over to a boys' band concert in Portsmouth.
Did you? Yeah. Righty-ho. Was it good?
It wasn't too bad, actually.
Excellent, lovely. Janice has reported it as well. That's good. Ailey's saying she normally gets a front row view because she's in a wheelchair. So of course that's a benefit. That's a benefit of the. That's
down at the Isle of Wight Festival, they've got a nice section for wheelchairs, so they're all separate from everyone else.
That's good. That's jolly good. Now, Kath used to like the Take That concert.
I wish I went to one of them.
I don't. I'm just not. I can see how everybody else is, and I totally respect that other people love all these things, but it's just not for me. Not for me at all. So there we go. Right, let's have a look. So lots of people have reported our troll. That's good. I think. Sorry, I just hear family over there. I think they're just off to bed. Little lady was a little while. She took quite a long time to go down to bed tonight. We didn't let her sleep too long today because if she sleeps too long. But I did manage to get her off on the sofa.
No, we don't have that problem with Harrison. If he goes to sleep in the daytime, he still goes to bed at normal time.
Bless. Catherine remembers a David Cassidy concert. It was all a bit crazy, but she didn't go to. Wait a minute. You remember that it was all a bit crazy. So she really likes him, but didn't go to any of the concerts. Who is the troll? The troll's been reported now, Sally. It was some foreign-sounding name, and somebody. It looked like somebody was asking for money in the middle of our broadcast, which is not okay. It's very, very rude to come into my broadcast and do that sort of thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
So, right, there we go. Let's have a look. Oh, Jackie's saying no, wait a minute. Jackie's saying that she saw him a few times, as well as David Essex, Bay City Rollers, Elton John. Those were the days. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never. Oh, sorry.
I should not sing.
No, I shouldn't either. But I have to do something to make people laugh. I get lots of lovely comments about how I make people laugh. And I think one of the Hazel, not Hazel Abel, sorry, but the other Hazel messaged me and said how she watched the replay, I think, of last night's, and she loved my hat and all that, and how I make her laugh. I said, well, that's good, because that's one of my missions, is to make people laugh. And if it's just by singing out of tune or whatever it is, then I should do it.
Kath and Hazel are asking about how do you report a comment without clicking on something you shouldn't. You just press, if you're on a tablet, just press and hold it, and it'll come up with report rather than just click.
Right. Ailey said, keep going and I will make it to Smooth. Do you know what Smooth is? Have you followed that? This new thing that I saw.
No.
Ailey and Andrew were, there were screenshots of them. But I haven't had time to investigate it more, which I will do, because I like to know what these things are. And folks, if you put things in the group for me to approve into the group, if you put a long video, I might take a time to approve it, because I'm going to watch the video first before I put it into the group. Because I don't like putting stuff up that I haven't vetted first, just in case we get anybody doing anything that perhaps we don't want to. Oh, Lynn, Mary Hopkins, that's right, that's who it was. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. I think Mary did it a bit better than I did, don't you? Right, so let's have a look. Kath has always been seated at the Take That concerts at the O2 and Wembley, so it's more bearable than crowded festivals. Takes forever to get out of the car park. Absolutely, you see. Yes, so there's that as well. And Hazel was also wondering how you report, but there we are. Sarah has taught us another trick tonight of how you top tip how you report people. So hopefully you got that, folks. Did you get that? I hope you did.
Yeah, because sometimes when I go to like a comment, I accidentally press and hold it, and the report comes up.
Is that how you found out in the first place? It doesn't matter. Right. Carol's saying the lead singer of Shawaddy Waddy. Now, I've heard of them. Is your friend's cousin. So you have met him and have a photo, and the band signed your lovely record. Excellent. Catherine's in the house. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you in. Right. Kath saying that apart from Elton John, she loved all of those too, Jackie. Had your Bay City bag and scarf. There we go. And Crystal saw Bob Marley years ago. Have you knitted a Bob Marley? I'm supposed to be knitting a Bob Marley for...
No, well, I'm meant to be doing this Elvis for one of my customers, but I've done the doll. It's just I've got to do his clothing, and I've just not got the energy to do it at the minute. They said it's not a rush, so...
Yeah, oh, well, that's it. I think it might have been Richard. Richard asked me for some, but again, not in a rush. And so we'll see. Train to Wembley. Train to Wembley always. Right, she gets a train. Is that what she meant? Hazel has done a report as well. There we go. So that's it. Right. Sorry, my son's just sent me a message on WhatsApp. He went live at 10 o'clock. How rude was that? Did you know?
How dare he?
He was last night. He was in the broadcast here. And,
so was I last night.
Yes, absolutely, you were. But have you seen? Oh, I don't know if I've shared out some of the screenshots. I've got some lovely screenshots of all of you. That quite a few people did screenshots, so there's some lovely screenshots. I must share them. But no, he said he was going to make a big announcement about something, his business or whatever. And I've been waiting all day. And just as I was about to go live here, I could see that he'd gone live 8 minutes earlier. And he was making his big announcement, and I don't know what it is. I've come on live here. So I got to go.
Carol's just noticed my earrings. Look.
Yes, they're gorgeous, aren't they? There we go. Ailey wants to know if any of you remember the Bay City Rollers. Right. Jackie was on a mini cruise to Denmark, and on the way back, Shawadi Wadi were travelling back. There we go. Shawadi Wadi was the first concert that Kath ever went to in Manchester. Right.
Talking about earrings, my colleague told me the other day that she's got mask ones.
Mask?
Face mask ones, yeah.
Oh, bless. I'm not wearing, you know, I wear a lot of earrings normally, but when I have a scarf on, I don't, because I find that they come off. The
thing that I'm finding with the face mask, because I've got to wear it all the time, they get caught in the elastic.
That's right. Not very. Oh yes, I bet. So there we go. Crystal's remembering the Bay City Rollers. These are names to me. I don't remember them much as groups, you know, because I wasn't into the music scene really. It's funny, isn't it, though, because both my boys are really into the music scene, and you know, so they didn't get it from us, didn't get it from me. So there we go.
My mum was a big Cliff Richard fan, Sir Cliff Richard, I should say.
Sorry, say again.
I said my mum was a big Sir Cliff Richard fan.
Right. Oh, Sir Cliff Richard. Yeah. I thought Kath was going because it said bye bye, but it's not. She's put bye bye baby goodbye, Ailey.
Yeah, it's one of the Bay City Rollers songs, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Obviously, because she put it in against the bass. Oh, you know, that's the thing. If on these quiz programs somebody will say you know, which band sang this song. I know the songs. I know loads of the songs, but I can never match them up with the people who sang them. A few of them I can, but most of them I can't. So, Kath loves all kinds of music. I don't mind. I mean, they have various pop. I don't know what it is, pop music or stuff going on here. I don't mind that. That's okay. We have more Bounce Patrol, actually. More toddlers music at the moment.
Oh yes, I have quite a lot as well.
I think Cliff probably. I was a fan of Cliff's, but that's, you know, that's okay. Right. Hang on. Let's have a look. Jackie's saying Bay City Rollers had the white jumper that Woody wore. Changed a pair of Oxford bag trousers and put tartan down the sides. Wish we had phones in those days to do selfies. So I went to I heard Cliff. Now this was it wasn't a pop concert, but there was a Millennium concert. There was a Millennium concert. It wasn't really. Can't remember. All I can remember though was that Cliff was there and he said he did the Millennium Prayer. I think it was more like a service. It was a service for the Millennium. It was at Cardiff Stadium, and I can remember going there and Cliff was there. But it wasn't a pop concert.
The Millennium Prayer is one of the songs that we played at my mum's funeral.
Right. Yeah. Lovely. Right. I really liked Cliff back in the days of the Shadows. Was there not any music except classical you liked, Lynn? Well, pop generally, you know, some of them, but most pop, no, not really. It's okay, I can tolerate it, but I wouldn't say I was a big fan. I actually much prefer classical music. Let's go for a little walk down by the stream of love. Carol is inviting me off to. No, I think that's I think it's probably the name of a song, isn't it? Right. Jackie's favourite, Kath's favourite was Eric. Out of that lot, hang on, let's have a look.
And Marcus's mum absolutely loves David Bowie.
Right. Okay. Maria went to see the Shadows as a child with her mum and Nan. Lynn, is that your finished cardigan? Brilliant if it is. Yes, Crystal, it is. I had it on at the beginning. It hasn't got its buttons on yet, so when it's got its buttons, this bit will fasten up. It's a bit big, but we've decided it doesn't matter because it's lovely and warm, and that's what matters. So there we go. So you're glad, Kath's glad you didn't have phones back in those days. She looked a sight at times, she says. Anyway, I'm going to have a bit of my wine. I haven't been having my wine. Look. Cheers, everybody. I think it's nearly time we finished. It's 11:30, but it's Saturday tomorrow, so lots of us don't, well, I expect lots of us don't have anything much to do anyway, other than the housey bits, and I don't have to do that.
No, I've got a bit of house bits to do, and then I've got my children, haven't I? To deal with.
That'll be lovely. Enjoy that, won't you? Don't forget. What about next weekend? Because it's Mother's Day next weekend.
I've actually got the weekend off work.
Have you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
just the Sunday, because I don't work Saturdays anyway. I've just got the Sunday off because I've not had a Mother's Day with Harrison since he's been born. So I thought, well, I'm going to do it.
Good for you. Well, of course, last year was the first year that my daughter-in-law was a mum, but they were locked down in a camper van in New Zealand because, of course, they went for this dream trip to New Zealand and they had to isolate in a camper van and, for some time. They weren't in a camper van all the time, but of course it wasn't the holiday they planned. So of course Mother's Day in a camper van with, a baby and hubby, not quite what was planned. So I have reminded my son today, I said, don't forget. And of course I will help little person to make some bits and pieces as well, because of course we got Thursday and Friday when I'm on duty and Mummy's not here, so we can do that. I think they've gone to bed. I don't think there's anybody listening. There we go. So let's have a look.
It'd be different. You spending Mother's Day with your son.
Yeah. So yes. So he's got to think about. I mean, I'm not fussed, but he's got to think about me and his partner because he's got to do the bit there as well.
Yeah, Marcus has had to deal with Harrison's present. Melissa's now old enough to do her own.
Right, yes, of course she is. We've got David Bowie's great, Rod Stewart and the Faces. Just enjoy the children, Sarah, and relax. That's what Kath is suggesting.
That's what I'm going to do.
And Crystal's saying it's so wonderful. I think, does she mean? I think she means my cardigan. That maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. Mother's Day is also Paul's birthday. Oh, Rachel's husband, Paul. Oh, that's good. Today should have been my daughter's birthday, because when my daughter was due, she was due on the 5th of March, and she arrived on the 24th of March, 19 days late, rolling in at £10.03.
Crikey. Neither of my children were that big.
Well, this was the one they queried my dates when I got to full term, and I said no. I said this baby is due now, and I was massive. I was waddling around, like a duck, and they didn't. They let me go. They sent me away. I burst into tears at my appointment. They had to go and explain to my husband why I was in tears, because they did. I wanted them to deliver the baby. I had enough, and so I went away, and I remember going out for a meal with the family, and somebody says, "When's your baby due?" I said, "Oh, today." They said, "Quick, serve this lady straight away." 2 weeks later, still 19 days later, I'm still there. And so finally they took me in. They said, "Oh dear, when she was born at £10.03, oh dear, we should have had you in before." I said, "That's what I told you."
Melissa was 8 days late, and because of like what I had today, the episode, Harrison, I had that episode of the night Harrison was born, so he was born there and then, so I didn't have any labour with Harrison at all.
Wow, that was good. I think my daughter had one of hers was very quick. The twins weren't, because the twins, one of the twins was in a very awkward position, so tucked right up. They were 6 weeks early, and I think my son panicked that something was going wrong. But I knew that she was in hospital, but I wasn't. I've told this story before. We were at a family function, and it was a Rotary do in Cowes, in a big posh marquee in Cowes, and we were just about to have grace. My dad was asked to say grace, and he was just starting grace, and my phone started flashing. It was on silent, but it started flashing with my son-in-law's number coming up. And of course, I knew that my daughter was in hospital, but the rest of the family didn't know because he'd sworn me to secrecy to not tell them because he was worried. He said, don't tell anybody. So, of course, I couldn't warn them. And then suddenly in the middle of grace, I get up and I run out the room. Oh, my goodness, if looks could kill, my mum would have had
I remember you saying this before.
You do not run out in the middle of grace. Yes, you do. If your twin grandchildren are on their way, yes, you do. Anyway, when I came back with the news that 2 little girls have been safely delivered, I was forgiven for running out in the middle of the grace. So there you go. And it happened to be my mum and dad's wedding anniversary as well. So, you know, I said in our family, we double up on all the dates. So, yes, the 18th of May was my mum and dad's wedding anniversary, and it was.
I kind of did with Melissa and Harrison. Melissa's dad, obviously, Marcus isn't hit at Melissa's.
No, that's
Her
right.
dad, I had Harrison on his birthday. So Melissa doesn't look forward to Harrison's birthday because she got 2 presents to see to.
Oh no, that's not good. Kath saying that her sister's birthday is on, I think, on Mother's Day as well. Ruby's saying, what do I like crooners like Michael Bublé and Frank Sinatra? Yes, I suppose they're okay. That's okay. It's the big thump pop scene that I as well that I really don't like. But you know, I'm not fussed about a lot of music. It's okay in my world. It's okay. Give me wool and you know a room full of wool, and I relate to that better than I relate to music. Sorry.
I've just seen a comment that Crystal's put. Have I got a girl and boy? Yes, I've got Melissa. She is 15. She'll be 16 in November, and Harrison will be 3 in May.
That's it. So there we go. Let's have a look what else we got here. Right. Carol's first record was Freddie and the Dreamers. You were made for me. Oh dear, nothing like that. Everybody told me so. That's right. That was a very, very bad rendition. Maybe I should go to bed. 1 week watched Sky Arts. They did. The other week, Jackie watched Sky Arts. They did David Bowie in Japan concert. So good to watch, she says. Ruby's read Cass' mind. Apparently, she heard Frank Sinatra sing My Way at Sir Tom's funeral, and his voice is so great. Yes, of course they did.
I did see that bit.
Yeah. And Maria's saying wow, but I'm not quite sure what she's saying wow to. I don't know which comment that was a wow. Jackie's off now. Night, Jackie. Right, let's have a look. Crystal saying yes, but I forgot what the yes was in answer to. Maria had to be in a wheelchair with her 5th baby. She couldn't walk. She had so bad. Went to Skeggy for a weekend, being pushed about. It was so embarrassing. Oh, bless you. Right, Bublé's good. Sarah, oh yes, we've answered that one. Right, okay. Thanks for the memories and reminiscing. Kath is saying. The first cut is the deepest. I'm presuming that's the name of a song.
Yeah, it's Rod Stewart.
Right, okay. So Ailey's saying so much banter tonight. We always have banter, don't we, in this broadcast?
Definitely, yes.
Night, Lynn. Night, Sally. Take care. And Maria's saying £10 little girl. Lynn, wow, yes. And so I was £10 baby born. I was £10 born. I was late. I was 10 days late. I should have been. No, wait a minute. Was it 10 days? Yes, I should have been born on the same date as Princess Anne, which is 15th of August. So I should have been the youngest one in the school year, instead of which I went into September, and I'm the oldest one in my school. I was the oldest one in my school.
My dad, according to my gran, he was £11 at birth.
Well, my brother was. My mum had 8, 9, 10, and 11 pounders. But when she had my brother, she wanted all babies at home, and in those days, you know, mostly you could have that if you wanted it. And she wanted my brother at home, and you know, she started her labour started. She was at home, and then the baby got stuck. His big bonds got stuck, so she had to be whipped into hospital. And he was a forceps delivery, and he was 11 pounds as
Melissa
well.
was a forceps delivery. And as I said, that because I didn't have any labour with Harrison, obviously he was a C-section.
Right. Yes. So Crystal's comment was about my cardigan, but I forgot what her comment was. When I talk about things, I just totally lose the plot. I don't know if I ever had the plot in the first place, but there you go.
You said
right.
it, Lynn.
Sorry? Yeah, well, if I don't, somebody else will. Who's my favourite? I don't have a favourite singer, Ruby. It's certainly not me. Carol's heating's gone off, so she either goes to bed or puts the heating back on. Well, I don't want to be accused of giving you a big heating bill, Carol. I'm going to wrap up now anyway. I think we ought to perhaps wrap up and get finished. Let's see. I'm making Cass eyes water with those £10 babies. Do you know what? If anything, I mean, my boys were £9. They were both £9. She was the easiest. I don't, you know, people say, oh, wow, you know, but to me, it was just fine. I've got a very high pain threshold as well. And I know that because when I was in I think maybe my first delivery, they were monitoring it, you know, that on the chart, and it went right off the top of the paper. And the doctor said to me, why aren't you jumping off the bed? I said, should I be? And that's how I knew I'd got a high pain threshold. So there we go.
Yeah, Melissa was 7:15 and Harrison was 7:11.
Right, okay. I'm just looking here. Ruby was the youngest in her year. Cass babies were £8, 10 and £8. That was enough. Ailey saying she had 5 children. Their father died in a car crash when your youngest was 6 days old. So you carried on your own. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ailey. But I'm sure you've made a fantastic job of it and you know, soldiered on. So that is sad. So obviously, you know, our deep, you know, lots of love for that one. That's a very hard one, isn't it? But you've carried on, and I'm sure you've done a fantastic job. 5 children, wow. I've got 3. I think I wanted 4 at one stage, and that was, then I decided 3 was enough. No, I think my husband didn't want any more, although I might have had a 4th. My daughter's got 4.
When I asked Yvonne for the pattern for the baby pattern, she put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5.
Yes, she was expecting. Yes. Kath suggesting that Carol snuggles up in bed instead of putting the heating on. Right. There we go. And Patricia's put her heating back on. I'm going to get into trouble here with all these heating bills. They're all putting their heating back on. Oh no. Right, okie dokes. Maria's girls were 7:12 and 7:12 and 8:6, and the boys were 7:3 and 7:6. And Sally's son was 6:6 and daughter was 6:4. My daughter's twins were, well, I don't know what the other 2 were, but my daughter's twins were 5'4" and 4'5". So there was a 9-pounder, you know, 9 pound plus if it had been 1 baby, but it was 2 babies split.
I was 6'6", I think, and my sister was 6'12". My brother was 7, and my younger sister was 7, 9.5.
Yeah. Ruby's saying, are you expecting, Sarah?
No.
You actually said you asked the pattern. I think you said you asked Ruby for the pattern. I think you meant you asked Yvonne for a pattern.
Yes. Yeah, Yvonne,
yes. Yeah,
no, I'm not expecting. No.
Just expecting to have to knit something for somebody else's baby.
Marcus's colleague's expecting. Well, his girlfriend is anyway. So hence why I need the pattern.
Yeah. So anyway, it is nearly 1:45 midnight. Do you think we ought to wrap up? Joyce is in. Hello, Joyce from Canada, aren't you, Joyce? I think coming in. Let's see, I'm just going to see. She's got 4 children, £8, 15, £8, 12, £8, 9, and then a £6. So, and my sister, she's had 2 children, and her youngest was a daughter, and I always remember her birth week because my husband, my first husband, used to be, come up with all these funny things, and he called her 2 bags. He called her 2 bags, as in 2 bags of sugar, because she was just over £4. A bag of sugar was £2, wasn't it? Back. So I always remember that. I might not remember a lot of things, but I remember that my niece was £4 at birth. There we go. Small but perfectly formed, said Kath, and yes, and she didn't smoke either. Excellent. Ailey saying life goes on, and Ailey, you must have done a fantastic job. Of carrying on for your children. So well done, you. And I know that, these days you're supporting the community in such a fantastic way. I mean, have you seen, folks, how much Ailey gets knitted? Have you seen all the stuff that Ailey's been doing for charity? She's done an amazing amount of things for charity. So I'm sure people are very, very grateful for all that. Anyway, I really do think, I think we can probably go on all night, but I don't think we should, because everybody will get cold.
No, considering even though I didn't go to work, well, I didn't do my work today, I'm still tired because I've still been up since 6.
I bet you have. Yeah, you'll be falling asleep there on the screen.
Yeah, and I'll never live it down, even if you won't.
There we go. Ruby was hoping you were pregnant.
No.
Why, Ruby? Why were you hoping she was pregnant? Do you want,
That's what Yvonne said when I asked her for the pattern. She thought there was going to be a GoliveGranny baby.
But what was I? Oh, I forgot what I was just going to say. Something. I forgot what I was going to say. Can't remember. Hello, I thought you'd gone to bed. Hello, Yvonne. Another Yvonne's just come in. I've forgotten what I was trying. I tried desperately hard to think what I was going to say about that. Oh, she wants a cuddle. I know what I was going to say. It can't be because she wants to do some baby knitting, because she doesn't knit. She wants a cuddle. That's what it is.
No, definitely not.
Said she was meant to be going, and she's still here. I think.
Well, considering Ruby's now on the island, if I was, she would have been able to have lots of cuddles.
Yeah, she's got cuddles with her fur baby. She's got a fur baby, hasn't she? She's got a dog.
Yeah, Yvonne loved having Harrison cuddles, but he doesn't really cuddle anymore. So
No. Well, my granddaughter, it depends what mood she's in.
Exactly the same with Harrison.
She'll run across the room, and if I say, "Can I go and have a kiss?" she'll say, "No," or she will. She's very good. Actually, I do get more yeses than I do get no's. And then I say, "Can I have a cuddle?" And she'll go out, arms out, give me a cuddle, and then off she goes on to the next thing.
Yeah, they're so strong-willed at that age, though, aren't they?
Amy has just confirmed here that she obviously did do a fantastic job with her children, because she said her problem was getting them to leave home in their 20s. So she obviously did a fantastic job on her own there. Brilliant. So Ruby wants some grandchildren. Well, Ruby, you need to have words with your own children. Otherwise, you'll have to borrow some. There we go. Kath wants some grandchildren as well. So I'm making everybody jealous now, I suppose, by telling them that number 6 is on the way.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready for mine. Melissa's nowhere near old enough yet.
But what I forgot to tell you is that this son has, he was with a partner who had her own children. So basically, he's like a stepdad to them. He's been the stability in their life, since. I don't really know them very well because they lived so far away from me. We never, because the mummy had very severe polar. What am I saying? Yes,
Bipolar.
Bipolar. That's right. Sorry, thank you. She didn't want to mix very much. That's one of those sort of conditions, and so I never got to see them much. So I didn't really know the children, but one of those is pregnant. So my son is going to become a daddy again and a step granddaddy almost at the same, within a month of each other.
It's like my grandma, actually. My grandma had my dad after my auntie, which is her daughter, had her daughter. So she was a grandma before my dad was born.
There we go. So there we go. Anyway, Kath saying her son won't pass his genes on, and it's GENES, not JEANS. So just to clarify. But anyway, so this one, the baby, the new baby that's going to be born here, they do want to know whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. Only because it's easier, sort of organising.
I found out for both of mine.
No, they didn't the first time. They didn't mind, but now it's a question of do they get rid of because I don't think they want any more after this. Do they get rid of baby clothes, girls' baby clothes, if it's going to be a boy or what, etc. So there we go.
Yeah, but with Melissa, I was on a budget, so I wasn't working at the time, so it was easier for me to get the right colour of everything. And with Harrison, we kind of saw before we wanted to know anyway. He was quite proud.
All right. There we go. So I am going to call it a day. It's 10 to midnight. We have been on for an hour and 3/4, something like that. So I think we should perhaps wrap up. Otherwise, everybody will be accusing me that they're all tired tomorrow. And they're all putting their heating back on and they got big heating bills. I haven't, because I've been away from home, so my brand new boiler is having a rest. So that's good. That's one good thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go.
Your electric and gas bill must be right next to nothing.
Yes, which is why when my energy company messaged me and said we're putting your direct debit up because I obviously hadn't read my meters because I wasn't there. My brother has read them since, but they gave me one that they estimated, because it was winter, they estimated high. And I tried to ring them, but of course the day I tried to ring them, their phones were down. So I emailed them and said, you know what, I'm away, so it's not being used. So you really shouldn't. But they took the direct debit out because, of course, they didn't pay attention to what I'd done. But they have since adjusted it quite a way down. So there we go. So, okie dokie. You must send the community page of yourself and the children back in 1996. That would be lovely, Ailey. We'd love to see a picture of you and your lovely children. Night, Joyce. Night, Caroline. Right.
I think everyone's leaving us, Lynn.
Yes, I think you and me. Cass saying that her son is cheeky because half of the genes are Cass as well. So he didn't want to pass his genes on. So there we go. Anyway, Patricia's saying night.
Yeah, night, Patricia.
Everybody's saying night. So there we go. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me, Sarah, and showing me all the lovely things that Yvonne sent you. And night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing if you did. I'm not going to kick you out. I'm just going to finish the broadcast,
yeah,
Sarah.
It's fine.
I don't do I? So there we go. Maria's just started yawning. She thinks it's bedtime. So I think on that note, good night from Scotland and everybody else. Night, everybody. Don't forget, tomorrow is the weekend. I don't broadcast Saturday and Sunday, but I will see you on Monday, God willing. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everybody, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.